Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tryxt.
And I am Salty Lakes. I had to think about that for a second, but I found it eventually.
Do you know who we're watching?
Who are we watching tonight? Oh my god, we're watching a game from DreamHack. Happened a couple weeks ago, but we're watching Navi versus m.o.b.a.
Actually, this one is at Gosu Gamers.
This is the Gosu League!
Yeah, right before DreamHack.
You know what? My mind was still lost in Too Good's eyes. The soulful gaze of James Harding. Did you see the quote that was on the board on Reddit? From James? Whenever you're thinking about like going after a girl,
Yep.
Just go have a wank, and if you still feel the same way, go talk to her. And it was just so passionate.
Otherwise,
so glorious.
just keep playing video games.
Otherwise, just keep playing video games. And you know
it.
what? That's not the worst way in the world to think about things.
Nope.
Not the best way, but whatever. You're getting a pretty good view of the world from Too Good in general, I think.
Oh yeah,
I'm always excited.
The guy's all class.
I'm always so.
I love him.
You know, outside of inspirational quotes related to masturbation, what are we watching here today? What are we watching so far, at least?
So far, we're just watching a little bit of a banning and picking stage from Navi and m.o.b.a. So Navi getting the first pickup here, and of course Navi banning out the two that they always ban out, Wisp, Sven, which is hilarious because this is right before DreamHack, and as spoiler alert, if any of you have watched DreamHack, which I hope all of you have, they basically got cleaved in one shot, and most of them got killed, and that was the end of their tournament. A Sven cleave.
Yeah, it was kind of the rise of the whole Magnetar-Sven duo.
Yeah.
Like, on their own, really, really strong heroes, maybe on sort of the cusp of being a little too much, but together they are certainly too much. Bringing guys together with that reverse polarity, and then just cleaving them up, absolutely decimates teams currently.
Not to mention the Empower buff that you can put on everyone, because it's on a 7-second cooldown.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Navi banning out Sven and Wisp, Mouz returning with banning out Magnetar and Templar Assassin. We got a couple of picks out here too.
Yeah, the first three picks we see from Navi are that Bat Rider, who's just been unbelievably strong, unbelievably popular of late. Along with him, the Darkseer, who's really never gone out of fashion. He's got Vacuum, he's got Surge, he's so long, he's so strong in that hard lane.
Combo.
Oh, it's such a combo, man, that if you get good walls, suck people through them, you're getting ready to do damage. You're going to win those big team fights. And finally, Jakiro, a guy who, you know, ever since the patch, has just seen such a rise in popularity. So versatile, so much damage. Lots of quick control with that ice path he's got. What have we got going on for m.o.b.a. right now?
We got first pickup from them is going to be, or first two pickups I should say, is going to be Undying and Bounty Hunter, which Bounty Hunter, we've seen him plenty of times. He's an amazing hero right now. That track gold adds up so quickly, it's insane. And not just that, but he's just all around a great hero. He's got great chase potential. He's got that mini stun off the Shuri toss. He's got Janata. He's got everything. He can play that hard lane. He's great at doing it. But what we're really looking at here is the rise of Luna lately. Luna as a tri-lane carry is picked up fairly often. And that's why we're seeing a lot of bans coming out from Navi now of Rubik, Shadow Shaman, and Nyx, just to make sure that tri-lane is kind of being axed a little bit. And then, of course, m.o.b.a. returning with getting rid of Brewmaster, who we've seen off-lane a lot lately. Off-lane Brew's great, along with Broodmother. And banning out the hard carry of Faceless Void, because he's just so great in that combo with Macropire.
True, very true. That was my only point I was kind of curious on. I'm like, well, why is that Void getting banned out? And now you've laid it down for me a little. Definitely would be strong with Jakiro. We see a Lone Druid of Navi.
Which is interesting, because m.o.b.a. doesn't play Lone Druid that much. He does, but it's not his favorite pickup. But I guess, well, Faceless is gone. Luna's gone. Where does he go from there? Where would you go from there?
I would certainly take a lane with the Lone Druid. Just a really strong laner, sometimes relegated to the jungles, but he does have extremely good laning potential as well. That bear is just an awesome harasser. It is a little bit more dependent on micro early game, for sure. Because otherwise it's easy to sort of just 1A and hang out in the forest and do a little juke into the mobs here and there. So it's definitely more active playstyle if you choose to go in lane. But, you know, does it pay off? Maybe.
You'll probably see Lone Druid actually go in that safe lane.
Okay.
And then we're going to have, of course, the Iron Shell coming out on Darkseer. Running around, grabbing a couple of waves, bringing it to their tower. Just having fun with that. So I'm guessing that's what's going to happen as far as the lanes go. And That's probably how it's going to be, seeing as Chen's most likely going to be that jungler. We're going to have Darkseer in his offlane, Jakiro protecting Lone Druid, Batrider in mid.
Certainly.
We're probably looking at the tri-lane also from Mouse Sports.
So you think that Enigma will join the tri-lane?
Probably not. I'm thinking, of course, it's going to be Undying, Luna, and here's their third for the tri-lane.
Okay.
They're going to have Enigma...
5 seconds remaining.
See, that's difficult now, because
Enigma good in the jungle. Enigma good in the jungle, and he can always just sort of come out for that token stun here and there, and he can be extremely effective at that from an early point in the game. That's probably how it's
going to go then. Enigma in that top or that bottom lane with him.
Well, no, it depends where they go.
Venge.
Ooh,
this will be interesting. Maybe they're going to have maybe a mid Enigma.
Mid Luna, Undying, Enigma, VS bottom?
Who knows? And we should point out also, Cloudy is what's showing up right now for Arzart, and the usual troll name coming out of a boss. Just any name. He's got plenty of troll names, but that's one of them.
We would have gone with Bomb Bomb, even though that B is a Cyrillic character, but we'll stick with Havorst.
Yeah. And, of course, for Mouse Sports, they do have one stand-in, RMN. He's going to be their stand-in. So, be interesting. Have you seen RMN play?
Never seen him play in the past, actually.
You know, I got directed camera on. I'm going to take that off because I can do my own spectating. I think.
I'm going to do a little bit of speeding up here to catch up with you. I will cater to you.
You know, let me pause for 1 second for you.
Okay.
Isn't that good?
No, 3 and 2. And 1, now you can unpause. Fantastic.
Once again, I don't know how they've managed to be able to control time that way. But
no, it's really strange because we're not that off. We do the clicks together.
Yeah.
We sort of hold hands, look at each other, and then click. We're lovers taking a suicide leap off the bluffs.
Into Dota.
Into Dota, fair enough. I was thinking the ocean, but Dota, you know what? Better.
But let's introduce the teams here. For Mouseport, we got Kuroki playing the Enigma. Alex going to be playing that Vengeful Spirit. We have Black playing Luna, one of the best carries out of Europe. Just fantastic. Paz going to be playing Bounty Hunter, and their stand-in RMN going to be playing Undying.
And for Navi, we have on Jakiro, Cloudy, who's obviously going to be Light of Heaven. No. Arzart, yep. Pardon me. Light of Heaven's playing the Darkseer there. Moving over to the mid. We've got Dendy on the Batrider. Lone Druid is going to be Havorst. We see him there sneaking up. And finally, in the jungle, the captain of Navi, we've got Puppy. Mad baller all the time. Have you seen the drawings of the Navi players for their respective heroes?
Oh yes,
that was so cute. Just so much character in those little drawings. I really felt it, man. It was nice.
Looks like they're fishing a little bit here with... heading a little bit top, but they just barely missed Luna. Luna just coming up behind us, not getting to say hello.
Yeah, always a real exciting part of the game, the beginning. Everyone's looking at each other, looking for each other, searching.
Dude might get spotted, no?
Searching like ships in the night.
Oh, and no early first blood here, unfortunately. I always love to see those.
Oh, it really sets a tone for the whole game, I think. When things get started early, people sort of... It's like serving booze at a prom, but like a grade 10 prom. It really gets the inhibitions out of the way, and just, you know, the fun starts early.
Sets a pace for the rest of the night.
Totally.
And so we will have Avos down in this bottom lane. Jakiro supporting him. Puppy, though, will be in the jungle. And, yep, we do have that Syllabear, the Silly Spirit Bear, just going up with Light of Heaven. Looks like he's going to be trying to cut off that first wave, or at least block the creep pull and then go grab a wave right after. But we're going to actually have an interesting mid coming out of Mouz. Going to have Vengeful Spirit along with Undying against that Batrider.
That is totally unexpected for me, at least. Undying, typically such a strong lane player, one of the side lanes, actually. Put him with any stun, and he's going to get kills early.
Yeah. But interesting job by Paz, just showing up, attempting to block the big camp from Puppy being able to steal that Centaur. I think he did steal the first creep there. Looks like they're actually going on Batrider already. Batrider getting taken down to 100 HP and no third decay coming out to finish him off. but he's getting close, and it's a good way of shutting him down, I guess.
Yeah, and that, you know, that bounty hunter is licking his lips off in the side there. He's waiting for this.
Going to steal a little bit more farm from Puppy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just putting a little bit of damage on that centaur every so often, trying to get him out of the way.
But you know what? Hovor's down in the bottom lane at the moment, getting free farm, totally enjoying this. He's cool. If his guys, if a Puppy and Dandy can hold up to a little bit of a harassment and shenanigans early on, he's going to get a big advantage.
Dendy, though, not having the best time in mid. Just going against that Undying is never fun. Going against Batrider is never fun, but I guess with another hero there, Batrider's met his match.
You'll certainly. R-Man opting to go with that Soul Rip early rather than a quick Tombstone. That's going to give him a little bit more staying power. We see another pause out of Navi here.
Cloudy, who the hell does he think he is?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Needing moments to himself.
Art style making his return to the comp scene, eh?
Read about that.
It's pretty cool.
Mind you, this game, that didn't happen yet. But, you know, we have the power.
Yeah.
We can go back in time, take a look at some of the games. There's been this little bit of changes have happened, actually. One thing that has happened in the meantime, as far as hero changes, Magnus. His changed, so now he can't cast while he's skewering. So he can't throw that shockwave down, reverse polarity right in the middle, and just get his combo off immediately with the most ease possible. Other than that, not really much has changed in the past 2 weeks. This has been week and a half.
Yeah, it's fairly stagnant. It seems.
5 stacks up on RMN here, so they're actually going to try and contest that rune, but Paz coming and cutting him off, so Dandy does not get it. No haste for you.
I'm actually more impressed there with the fact that Dandy was able to get away. We missed the first blood up on Puppy.
I got the edge of it.
Did you?
The edge of it, but not really.
Unfortunate. Now,
there's a sign of a bad caster.
Could that be a case of Puppy was coming thinking Dandy needed support? Dandy manages to get away, and all of a sudden Puppy finds himself in a terrible position.
Basically, yeah. Dandy was just going. He had 5 stacks sitting up on RMN. They thought it was go time with Vengeful Spirit coming in. They didn't realize that Paz had completely disappeared, and he was standing right on top of the rune waiting for them to go grab it, and they just got themselves a pickoff kill. Even though Paz is only level 1, he still can do a little bit of damage.
Now, certainly, Dandy is going to have a tough time here in the middle. Undying, of course, he's got the ball going, fantastic, and of course, Undying is really feeling the struggle of his mana right now. As Decay gets levels, it gets harder and harder to keep up with the, chain casting is fantastic, but he doesn't even have, he's nowhere close to that Basilius right now, or at least he doesn't have it on the way.
He's keeping it at level 1. He's not trying to go too hard with it, but even casting it a good 3-4 times just for a little bit of harassment on Dandy, that really takes its toll. Every single time one of those charges goes off on him, that's 70 mana for, what's his pool at? Yeah, 400?
No, it's fantastic, but if he doesn't commit to a few more levels early, he's going to say goodbye to any chance he has of sort of snowballing real early game.
But Dandy being smart, though, because it's one of those things that the second you see Batrider in your lane, you just pick up Magic Wand. He's going to be putting all those stacks of Napalm on you, and you're going to be getting tons of mana back. And it's especially good for an Undying. But they'd actually just tossed down a Sentry.
Looking in the bottom lane here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sentry.
Paz trying to run around, jukes the Ice Path, but I don't think it's going to be doing anything for him just because that Creep Wave comes in, helps them out a little bit. And
we're close to enough. We have an invisible Undying currently stalking around Chen and his minions. The minions of Puppy, of course. He's sneaking in behind that. Oh, he's spotted.
Gets too close to the tower for just a moment.
The jig is up. I really don't think he was going to be able to generate anything there anyways.
And that Bottle Crow is making it so the Light of Heaven isn't able to get too much coming up to him. Although, he's got plenty right now. He should be getting that Soul Ring any moment now. Unless Kuroki shows up and spoils it all for him.
Yeah.
But
Entangle on
diving so far and gets that Entangle at the last moment.
Oh.
All the creeps and everything are past that tier 2 tower. Looks like Alex is trying to go and cut him off, just getting him stuck in that position. But he's got his Tranquil Boots already, waits for the creep wave to come in, and he's good. He's fine.
He is in no danger at all. That bear even running down to make sure No shenanigans are up behind him, up in the top lane. Got a little dance going on between Light of Heaven and Black on that Luna. Black currently topping the farm charts up there as well. Really denying heavily too. We've missed a mid kill.
They are actually going though on Light of Heaven right now. They got him stuck in the corner here, and it would have been maybe a good idea for him to just keep running at that point, but he gets cut off. But yeah, they pick up the mid kill. Dandy gets the Undying. Bit of a solo kill there too.
There it is. In the face of adversity, Dandy really persevering here too. Getting tons of denies. Goes up. He's going to grab. He's going to bottle that. Regen rune as well.
Yeah, and he's got his Tranquils now, so that'll make it a little bit easier for him. Currently, actually, that's going to be Lone Druid with top farm right now. Outfarm that Luna by about 50 gold per minute.
Not just that, he is about to drop that tower as well.
Gets the last hit on it too, so that's putting him up about 130 over Luna.
Hachi Machi. Oh, the Navi gold difference too at the moment, peaking out at about 1,500. They're doing a good job.
That dance continuing that top lane that you mentioned earlier, and ooh, just those mini stuns coming off of Maledict. Keeps Light of Heaven in place.
There it is. That's the Enigma sneaking out. His contributions don't have to be huge. They just need to be well timed when that Enigma sneaks out of the jungle up until level 6 when he gets that black hole and really becomes effective.
And speaking of moments there where you just hold him in place, that Lone Druid up in bottom lane getting just another entangle on Bounty Hunter. Else Bounty Hunter should have been able to get away just fine. So they don't really have any sentry wards up in this region over here.
And another tower going down. My God.
That's already a tier 2 tower. 7 minutes in for this uncontested Lone Druid.
And I don't know if you brought this up already. Look at how much Bounty's getting his ass kicked in that lane. He has 2 last
Speaking
hits.
of getting their ass kicked though, Dandy
just barely.
Just activated the regen but couldn't get away. He had just one moment.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now looks like there's the smallest chance this tier 1 mid tower for Navi may be in trouble. Doesn't look like the Navi boys are scrambling too much to get back there. Lone Druid devilishly stealing the Ancients away from the tower.
Doing what Lone Druid does.
What a G.
And he's actually going to chase again on that Bounty, who's, as you mentioned a moment ago, sorry I kind of cut you off there, but 110 gold per minute. So Bounty really getting shut down in that.
He has no pop. No pop at all. When you're trying to fight effectively 2 heroes that are just way ahead of you in gold, things become really scary really fast. One entangle and you're shit out of luck.
Yep. That's why Mouz was looking to posture with that Vengeful Spirit to maybe take a look and see if they could get a little bit of a gank. Because right now we got 2,300 gold up on Lone Druid, so he's going for that fast radiance.
It's like having a pair of fantastically obese yet athletic twin older brothers that just constantly beat up on you. And you're just this skinny little computer guy, really pale, slightly anemic, and you can't do anything, you can't succeed, you don't have a chance, man. Half the time you don't even get dinner, and there's a huge fight going on here.
Beautiful job by Arzar, just coming in, getting that cut off that ice path, and Dandy barely staying alive thanks to Hand of God and that ice path there. Kuroki getting taken down, and here comes Abos just coming from behind him. Trying to get on that Undying while the rest of Navi clears up this tombstone for a lot of gold, and Vengeful Spirit goes down from Abos. If he can get an entangled, that's a dead Undying. There's the entangle right on cue.
That soul rip. No mobs around him for the soul rip. Heal does practically nothing, not enough at all to keep him alive.
And Navi just pushing towers. See that gold difference?
Oh, it's spiking hard.
Over 4,000 already. That's going to go up to 5,000 with that tower kill. And Abos at 10 minutes sitting at 600 gold per minute.
Freaking Radiance time, baby. This is just going to sway into a push fest. They're going to mow through this Mouz team. Bounty Hunter kind of having a vacation right now. When there's no Havorst around, he gets a few kills here and there. Not a ton. He's up to 17 last hits, so he's made the most of his time, truthfully.
Yeah, the most he could against that lane.
Oh, really?
But he's got to be very careful, which is how he's playing now. He's just afraid, he's playing cautious, he's backing up in his lane when nobody was around. But that's because he could get picked off at any moment. It just takes one sentry ward.
He's, you know what, he's playing scared though, and I've seen enough sports movies to know that's a bad thing. But not always in Dota. Not always. Cautious.
He is level 6 though now, so they do have that benefit of track gold coming out from him. If he does, if they do end up getting some kills,
So
they are posturing in mid right now. It looks like to try and go on Dendy.
Won't necessarily be a push fest. If they get that track gold, it's going to swing things around pretty quickly.
Yeah, they do have that ward on the Radiant side over here. So Mouz does have vision on Dendy, and Dendy getting caught out. He fireflies, gets stunned. All the damage coming up on him.
Ooh.
Great flame break, knocking everybody back along with Arzart's ice path.
Now, I'm totally confused about the purpose of that tombstone. It can only have been a preventative tombstone, because no zombies coming out of that thing.
And Bounty Hunter, no luck for Bounty. There's no joy in Mudville.
I don't know the reference. I'm afraid to delve into what I immediately think the reference is.
They actually do just counter ward that, get rid of that high ground ward, because they knew what was up. So the second Dendy crossed the river, they knew. They were waiting.
Do you feel like providing any context on Mudville, or are we going to leave that be?
Leave that open to interpretation.
Okay. I'm alright with that. Your statements, my dances.
It's a famous quote.
It's all open for interpretation. Mudville.
Should I quote Brad Neely here?
Oh. Those have not been in asses.
Nope.
But they would not believe me.
And our viewers don't believe you at all right now.
No. Brad Neely, artiste, check him out, ladies and gentlemen. But mainly gentlemen.
My girlfriend loves him. It's a great comic. Wizard People, dear reader.
I know, I'm mainly speaking to our audience. There's a big shindig going down here up top. We have the Lone Druid making his way into the forest. If he gets an entangle on that Luna, things could... no luck. Speaking of no luck, top tier 2 tower. Top tier 1 tower, at least.
Yep.
For the Dire.
And he's already got that Sacred Relic on there, and that's enough to buy his Radiance. Getting that last on that tower, and both sitting at 600 gold per minute. Maintaining it at 13 minutes in. And already, Dendy's got his Blink Dagger also.
He's an absolute smoke show out here.
A couple of puppy creeps. He's got 3.
Last time I saw 2 bears this hot, I was pretty drunk.
Looks like Mouz is going to actually try and initiate here. Right away, Dendy blinking in and picking up Kuroki.
Taking care of that black hole completely.
And there's the Hand of God, putting everyone on Navi back to full. Alex getting picked off with that Lone Druid entangle.
You know, Undying is doing his best. He's surviving, but he's so far behind. He has no punch. Zero punch.
Lone Druid entangled on pass as he's trying to run away.
Third time's a charm. Wasn't that charming? Wasn't that handsome?
Oh, there's another one actually.
Oh, yeah.
But Bear getting taken down, so
it's not
that kind of stops that that base dive.
Not to be at all, but there's enough Wildkins here going wild on this 2-2 tower. Oh, there's a kill.
It doesn't look like they're done though. They're going back in on Kuroki.
It's true, the tower deny was missed for sure. Dendy has fallen. So the 4 members, Navi, probably going to think about retreating here, getting away as carefully as they can. A little vacuum from the DS.
A little stun by Alex.
The DS low on mana. He doesn't have a whole lot of utility here right now.
They're just trying to take them down with these Wildkins. Lone Druid comes back getting another kill, and finally, Avos does go down.
Yeah.
It was his time. But
probably the best timed tombstone we've seen thus far.
Arzart does pick up the kill before he dies.
Yeah. Undying looking to make up for a little lost time here. The DS, enough mana to get away. Sneaking around, hanging out with Dendy. Dendy says, let's go. Pulls the Bounty Hunter, drags him towards his own Undying. The Flame Break, pushing away. That's going to be enough. Drops him there.
Yeah, and Dendy's showing up in the right time with Dust. He doesn't have Flame Break up, so yeah, Undying gets that.
Back with a vengeance, though, really.
But you know what? That fight was a little bit still in Navi's favor, but I gotta give Mouz credit for doing a really good job there of getting back into it.
They did well with what they had.
Radiant's middle tower
for sure.
under attack.
If we look at the gold graph and the EXP graph, it's still pretty good in Navi's favor, but this ain't over by all means.
Not over at all. That being said, you know, there's one tower remaining of the outer towers for Mouz. Navi has every tower.
Yep.
One at about half health.
Luna
The other at
picked up her
about a
BKB
third.
though.
What's that?
Luna just got her
Ooh,
BKB.
that could change things. You know, Luna, late enough into a game, she always has the potential to change stuff. It all sort of hinges on them making no more mistakes, though. If they play a perfect game from here on out, there's a chance Navi can slip up. We shall see.
And I mean, Black, as I mentioned earlier, he's one of the best carries in Dota 2 right now on the competitive scene. He's fantastic.
Yeah, some of his novelty GPMs you've seen are just out of control. I've seen 1,300 out of him.
Yeah.
Was
that with Alchemist?
I think so.
Okay. Go figure.
V for vicious. Now Luna's still topping up that Lone Druid, but I think Lone Druid's net worth is going to be far above Luna's at the moment. I think it's actually 2,300 above.
Yeah, 2,400 above right now.
You want to know how I knew that number?
You looked at it?
I looked at it.
Damn it. I trusted you.
Yeah.
I trust you.
We had a bond, man, and then I just shattered it. Speaking of bonds, Navi Dendi taking Kuroki to school. In a
meantime,
damaging
m.o.b.a
sense.
gets that kill also on Undying, but with that haste rune, really nice swap there from Alex, but still unfortunately loses him.
Enigma finally goes down, pass in that ice path. One last hit, looking for anything. The Ion Shell and one hit from the Lone Druid is gonna be enough. A little push coming from Luna, seeing if she can't take down that top tower for Navi.
But at the same time, losing 4 heroes and a tower in exchange.
A little too little too late. You know, kind of noble though.
Yep, it was a really nice swap actually also by Alex there to be able to get Kuroki out of there, but I mean, m.o.b.a.'s just too fast for him. Comes up, picks up double kill right there off them. I think he got a triple kill in total for that fight.
Now Luna finally gives in, says, alright, I'm coming home. Joining the group.
See if Luna can Luna ult here, do her thing. Looks like Navi's just gonna back out though. Not worth taking the risk.
Certainly not.
They actually set up a sentry ward out there. Maybe seeing if they can catch Paz out of position just for a moment, thinking he might be invisible and grabbing him. That vacuum only getting a couple Eidolons. However, the Druid, another perfect entangle.
Freaking melted that Undying. That's amazing.
And they actually do get the blink in and pulling Luna out. They killed Alex in the meantime. Luna's still living though. And congratulations, Mint. You just received a prize for witnessing a multi-kill.
Fantastic. What a guy. Kurokai's still sitting on that black hole as well. There's just not a good time for him to use it.
Yeah, we have not seen a black hole yet this game.
Navi's really been taking control of him, and you know, without that BKB, it's unlikely he's ever going to get a full duration black hole off.
Oh yeah, especially
unless he
versus
has god tier positioning.
Especially versus a Bat Rider and a Jakiro. Jakiro just has so much range along with Flame Break from Bat Rider.
Oh yeah.
It's near impossible to be able to get that out.
Vac breaks it too, doesn't it?
Yeah, Vacuum will break it. So usually he has to get fairly close and hopefully...
Hopefully the DS will be in black hole by then.
Yeah.
Truth. It's
One
such a
can
waiting
only
game.
hope.
Always a waiting game between the black holer and the black holies.
Yep.
Sometimes just good positioning on that Enigma is more than a black hole. Because you're really keeping them out there. They can do the engagements they want. You can really press the issue.
In the meantime, m.o.b.a. farming jungle and then using that bear to farm bottom lane.
Oh my god, he's threatening to get 700 GPM by the end of this game, people.
We taking bets? $5 on red?
Oh man, I'll take that bet. Now are we talking legal currency?
Nope, but
Okay,
we are talking
fantastic.
about Roche. They see it, and they're not contesting, so Luna does get it. However, Jakiro coming in, getting the first kill, Chen picking up the second on Vengeful Spirit, and they're going to clean up instead. Oh, that ult going off from Luna just at the last second, and say hello, Undying, come back to the fight. We've been expecting you.
Yeah, they are all going to drop. They've checked out all. They've they've taken all of Roche's imagination bucks, they held him up, and said, "Give me your fake dollars." He obliged.
I gotta give RMN credit right there, though. In the face of adversity, he still dodged that ice path. He still thought enough to dodge that while he's fighting 5 heroes at the same time. So that's damn impressive.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, that's Undying. He's sticking around, but if he didn't snowball early, he doesn't have the damage. Really not a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, he's more there almost for the amp damage for them at this point.
He's the large...
couple of decays and amp damage and just
definitely
trying to keep Luna alive as long as possible.
Also,
to do as much damage.
he's a large senior that does the 12th grade 4 or 5 times. Gets bigger each year. Plays on the football team each year. That's Undying currently, I think.
How do you think of these things?
Lots of utility. Probably has a 21-year-old ID. Can buy the kids beer. Love him. Handy J's under the bleacher.
Oh, and a beautiful vacuum pulling everybody in. There's that wombo combo we joked about earlier.
Oh, big time. Big time moves.
Dandy blinking in. He has his 4-staff too now, so he brings Luna right back into the fight. Kuroki. There's the GG. There's the well played out from Black, and it's game over.
21.5 minutes. Navi continuing, just going to school on people. They've had great form lately. Not that they ever are really out of form, but they've really kept up their shape, I feel.
Yeah. That's a really dominant performance from Navi.
Doing things to dudes all over the place.
And did you feel like it was a picking victory just because their lanes were a little bit jumbled up and they had to...
You know, they made a really daring choice going Undying, Vengeful Spirit. I feel like if they tri-laned, you know, perhaps work. I keep going back to this Undying, but I feel like they worked that Undying in the lane built around him, or do that tri-lane rather than just trying to stop Dandy. You know, the results might have changed a little bit. That lone druid just had such a walk in the park. He was doing things I haven't seen since, you know, pre-colonial days.
So we're ending on 750 gold per minute.
Oh, really?
A 20,000 gold difference. And another 20,000 EXP difference.
Man, that's 1,000 a minute, basically.
Fantastic game from Navi. Great showing from Mouz, though, for some of those team fights, especially the one that they had in the top. They really pulled it together.
Yeah, man. And, you know, they're doing this with a stand-in as well.
Yep.
Total team cohesion isn't going to be there.
Trying to make the best out of a bad situation, but anyways, I guess that's it for us.
Yeah, man. You got any shoutouts?
No, yeah, nothing.
I got shoutouts to quality fish tacos. Any fish taco that doesn't suck hard. Heard some stories about bad fish tacos lately. Yeah. And interestingly, though, I already sort of said that I'd filled my quota of how many times I could say fish tacos in a day at 9 a.m. So for me to be doing this is kind of bold. Yeah.
Well, there's the shoutouts.
Yeah, straight up.
Anyways, thank you folks so much. Keep enjoying Dota.
Yeah, we'll see you guys again soon. Keep your ears to the ground. You know, Team Liquid's got a new team. Go read all about them. Hang out on Reddit. Talk to us.
Any comments you guys have, always appreciated. Thanks and take care.
That was fun.